Good morning, my friends. Are you living on the edge? This is Len. This is Coffee with Len. And as you can see, it's an absolutely beautiful early morning out here. Once again, not a cloud in the sky. I was seeing some complaints today on timeline about people trying to see the conjunction of Jupiter and Saturn, the so-called Christmas star. It's not a star. It's two planets, Jupiter and Saturn. And I can see it clearly sitting here on my deck every night right after sunset. And it's not a very spectacular thing. You're not missing much, believe me. But it's two planets that appear to be close to each other right now. At any rate, are you living on the edge? Many, all successful people, not many, all successful people take risk. They live on the edge. They take risk. They don't practice being safe. Now, I don't mean foolish risk. I don't mean jumping out of an airplane and leaving your parachute behind just to see how it works without it. That's foolish risk. But calculated risk. So many times in life, we are holding off doing something we want to do because we're afraid of the consequences, afraid of what the neighbors are going to think, afraid of what our friends are going to say, afraid of whatever we're afraid we'll look silly, whatever. But successful people just push through that fear. It's not that they don't have fear, it's that they push through it. As the famous, very well written, famous book says, face the fear and do it anyhow. That's what successful people do. So, as we approach 2021, what is it in your life that you would like to do that you've been putting off doing? Now, this is a recurrent theme. I've said it several times recently, and I'm going to keep hammering on it because it's so vitally important. Another recurrent theme that I heard again this morning is the idea of being grateful for what you do have. 2020 has been a hard year for many people, and I acknowledge that. But we can either focus on the problems or focus on the good things. We can focus on the bad or focus on the good. Wherever you focus, that's where energy goes, and that's what you're going to attract more of into your life. If you focus on things that went wrong, you're going to get more things that go wrong. That's the way the universe works. That's the way law of attraction works. Well, for many people, that's a little esoteric. It's like, how could if I think of bad things, how could the universe bring me bad things? Well, I can't tell you how. I'm not the designer of the universe. I can just tell you that's the way it works. What we focus on is what we get more of. So if you focus your energy on good, if you focus your energy on what you want to accomplish, on where you want to go, and you strive forward, not without fear, but with courage. The courage to overcome the fear, the courage to push past it. If you do that, you can change your life. What would you like to accomplish in 2021 that you haven't been able to accomplish because you haven't moved forward, because you have a little limiting belief sitting inside of you? I'm too old, I'm too young, I'm too big, I'm too short, I'm too fat, I'm too thin, my mother won't like me, my friends won't like me, the neighbors, what are the neighbors going to think? Whatever it is, just push it aside. First off, if you worry about what the neighbors are going to think, the fact is, they rarely think about anything. They're not thinking about you. You may think they are, but you're the only one that does, because they're not. Okay? So, it was Mark Twain that made the observation that he spent much of his life worrying about things, most of which never happened. When I find myself worrying about something that might happen in the future, I immediately quit, and I remind myself that most things don't happen. Most things that we worry about, they simply don't happen. So, what is it that's holding you back? Are you living on the edge? Are you taking risk? Successful people take risk. Period. Full stop. It's the way it is. You have a wonderful day. I hope you're going to be happy. And remember, be compassionate. The world needs a whole lot more of that. All right, my friends? We'll talk again real soon. You have a wonderful holiday, and today's Monday. Now, a new week ahead of us with Christmas at the end of it. You have a great week. Be compassionate. We'll talk again tomorrow. Bye for now.